Most men are blind to the signs. A woman won't always come out and say, "I want you to reach out." She won't spell it out for you. That's not how they operate. Instead, she sends subtle messages, quiet signals that only a man who's paying attention will pick up on. If you don't know what to look for, you'll miss your chance. You'll think she's over you. You'll tell yourself she's moved on, and you'll walk away, never realizing she was waiting on you the whole time. Women don't want to appear desperate. They want to feel chosen, so they hold back. They'll do everything except say it out loud. They'll hope you notice the way they hover, the way they post, the way they show up or drop a comment here and there. That's how they communicate interest without risking their pride. If you're clueless, you'll miss the moment. But if you know what these moves mean, you'll be able to tell when she's silently calling you back in. This is for men who don't want to keep guessing. You're tired of the confusion. You're done playing safe while a woman might be waiting on the other side of silence. In this video, I'll show you the clear signs that a woman wants you to reach out. No games, no overthinking. Just the raw truth behind her subtle behavior. Once you understand these signals, you won't second-guess yourself anymore. You'll know when to take the lead and reconnect, and when to stay still. Because sometimes the silence isn't rejection, it's an invitation. Now let's break down the signs, one by one. Before we start the video, I want to remind you that my exclusive online course on mastering the dating game is available now. If you've been learning from my YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. This course goes deeper, teaching you everything you need to know about the dating game, from approaching a woman to building real attraction. We just finished section 5 in the course, and you won't find this information on videos on my channel. It's easy to access with a secure payment option. Visit stoicapproachtolife.podia.com or click the link in the description to enroll now and improve your dating life. Section 1. She keeps you in her orbit. When a woman still wants you to reach out, she won't let you drift too far. She might not speak to you directly, but she makes sure you still feel her presence. She stays in your digital space. She watches your stories. She likes your posts. She comments on things, not every time, but just enough for you to notice. That's not random. That's intentional. She's keeping herself in your line of sight without putting herself on the line emotionally. Most men get it twisted. They think, if she wanted to talk, she'd text me. No, she won't. That's not how most women operate when emotions are involved. Especially after tension, a breakup, or a long silence, she doesn't want to be the one to make the first move. But she'll orbit around you, dropping subtle cues to remind you she hasn't gone far. She wants you to feel her without her needing to say a word. She won't block you. She won't unfollow you. Even if she did before, she might reverse it suddenly. That's a big sign. When a woman is truly done, she disappears. But when she still wants something from you, attention, closure, a second chance, she stays connected in small ways. Not talking, but definitely not gone. You might notice she shows up on your feed more often. Maybe she tags mutual friends in posts you're likely to see. Maybe she comments on people you're close with. Maybe she replies to someone else's story knowing it'll pop up in your notifications. That's not coincidence. That's strategy. She wants you to think about her. She wants you to feel like she's still somewhere nearby. She wants to create familiarity again, even if it's distant. That orbit is her way of inviting you to step in without her having to open her mouth. Understand this. When a woman keeps herself in your orbit, she's watching your reaction. She's testing your awareness. She wants to know, do you notice her subtle signals? Will you step forward without being pulled? If you take the bait, she'll act casual. She'll pretend it's not a big deal. But deep down, that's what she's been waiting for. On the flip side, if you ignore her orbit long enough, she'll assume you've moved on, and she'll eventually do the same. But right now, if she's still circling, still visible, still present, she's not done. She's giving you a silent opening. You just have to be smart enough to recognize it. Section 2. She posts for your attention. When a woman wants you to reach out, she starts posting differently, not just for her audience, but for you. Every caption, every picture, every quote, every song lyric, it's no longer random. It's crafted. It's curated. It's a silent message. She may not call you, but her feed will. Most men scroll past this and think nothing of it. But the truth is, women often speak louder through their online presence than they do in direct conversation. If you know what to look for, her intentions become clear. You'll notice changes. Suddenly, she's more active online. She's posting selfies looking better than usual. She's showing her body more confidently, smiling more, capturing angles that made you go crazy when you were around. That's not just confidence, that's a memory trigger. She wants to remind you what you had. She wants to stir up attraction again. And more than that, she wants to make you miss her. It's not just the pictures, it's the timing. She'll post late at night, knowing that's when you used to talk. She'll post just after seeing your post, hoping you're online to see hers. She'll post quotes about love, loss, waiting, or healing. She might share a breakup meme that clearly hints at her current emotional state. You may think she's just being expressive, but no, she's directing it at you. Without saying your name, she's thinking about you and hoping you'll recognize yourself in what she's sharing. Here's where men mess up. They see it, they feel something, but they wait. They sit back, overanalyze, and assume it's not about them. That's when they miss their window. Because this kind of posting doesn't last forever. It's a test. She's watching to see if you'll respond, if you'll comment, react, message her, or even just say, "I saw your post and I remembered something about us." She's opening the door without making the first move. Some women will go even deeper. They'll start referencing inside jokes in their captions. They'll post a location you two visited before. They'll play a song you introduced her to. These are not accidents. These are emotional triggers. They're trying to take you back into your shared experience, back to the emotional bond, and back into the rhythm that once connected you. It's subtle but powerful, because she's not just trying to get anyone's attention. She's trying to get yours. And if you catch the signal and respond the right way, that's when things start to open up again. That's when the silence can be broken with just one message. But you've got to be sharp. You've got to be aware. She's not posting for the world. She's posting for you. Section 3. She brings up old memories. A woman who brings up old memories isn't reminiscing for fun. She's trying to reconnect with your emotions. When she mentions a moment from the past, references a joke only you would understand, or reminds you of something you once did together, she's not just making conversation. She's testing the waters. She's trying to see if the bond you once had is still alive, even under the silence. If she didn't care, she wouldn't bring it up. She'd bury the past and move on. But if she's still referencing it, it means it still matters to her, and she wants to know if it still matters to you. This move is subtle, but powerful. She won't say "I miss you" directly. Instead, she might send a picture from a day you spent together with a message like, "This popped up on my phone today." She could mention that a certain food, place, or song reminded her of you. That's not random. That's strategic. She's trying to reopen an emotional door without looking like she's begging for attention. What she's really doing is bringing you back to a time when things were good, before the tension, the arguments, or the silence. She's trying to remind you of what made you smile, what brought you close, and what you had together. Because if she can pull those memories out of you, she knows it will soften whatever wall has been built between you two. Women know that men are visual and emotional in different ways. By using shared moments, she's aiming straight at your heart. Don't shrug it off as her just being friendly. She's not hitting you up about taxes or the weather. She's choosing to bring up the exact things that have emotional weight. This is especially obvious if she brings up something that had sentimental value, like a trip you took together, a time when you supported her, or a random joke you made that always made her laugh. She's not just walking down memory lane, she's inviting you to walk with her. She's hoping you respond with more than a dry, "Yeah, that was a good day." She wants to feel that you felt it too. And if you do, that opens a door for more conversation, more connection, and possibly a full reconnection. But if you act cold or brush it off, she'll pull back, and that door will start closing fast. A woman who brings up old memories is still emotionally tied to you. She hasn't let go of everything yet. She's just waiting to see if you're still holding any part of it too. Section 4. She shows up where you are. When a woman wants you to reach out but doesn't want to make the first move, she'll let her presence do the talking. She'll show up where you are, not by accident, but with intention. Whether it's in person or online, she places herself close enough for you to notice. She doesn't need to say a word. Her being there is the message. I'm still here. Are you going to do something about it? You may see her pop up at that same lounge you mentioned in a story. Maybe she suddenly starts frequenting your favorite cafe. She could bump into you at the gym or somehow be at that mutual friend's get-together, even if she didn't seem close to that person before. This isn't coincidence. It's calculated proximity. She's watching your movements, or at least your digital breadcrumbs, and she's showing up in your world so you can feel her presence again. This move allows her to reconnect without appearing obvious. She doesn't have to message you. She doesn't have to say she misses you. Just being physically or virtually near you gives her the satisfaction of still being within your reach and gives you the opportunity to be the one to take action. She doesn't want to chase. She wants to be chased. But she'll give you the right opportunity to do it if you're paying attention. You'll notice she'll act normal, even casual. She won't run up to you or make a scene. In fact, she may act a little distant at first. But the fact that she's even there, knowing full well you'd be there too, is the real clue. If she wanted nothing to do with you, she'd avoid every spot you're in. But when she wants you back, she'll reverse that. She'll go out of her way to be near, even if she pretends it's unintentional. Online, the same tactic applies. She may suddenly start following the same accounts you follow. She may comment on a post where she knows you're active. She might even watch your story within seconds of you posting it. That's not just digital curiosity. That's her creating digital presence. She's still in your world, waiting for you to see her and make a move. Don't be foolish enough to think this is just a fluke. Women rarely put themselves near a man they've emotionally checked out from. When she's still physically or digitally present in your space, she's signaling that she's not done with you. That's her version of standing close enough for you to grab her hand again, without having to reach out first. Recognize the pattern. If she's showing up in places she used to avoid, or places that clearly put her in your view, she's not over it. She's waiting on you. Section 5. She engages indirectly. When a woman still wants your attention but doesn't want to risk rejection, she'll take the indirect route. She won't message you directly, she won't say, "I miss you," but she'll stay close to your world in ways that don't feel confrontational. She might like your post but won't comment. She might watch every single one of your stories but say nothing. She could respond to a mutual friend's comment or post, hoping you'll notice. This isn't random behavior. This is a woman trying to get your attention without looking like she's trying. This is one of the most overlooked tactics women use. She's trying to play it safe. She wants to re-establish a connection without giving you the power to reject her openly. So she sends little signals that you might miss if you're only focused on direct communication. But to her, these signals are loaded with meaning. They say, "I'm still here. I haven't forgotten. I just don't want to look like I'm chasing you." A woman might even talk to your friends or reply to a public comment you left, just to trigger your awareness. She wants to be seen by you, felt by you, remembered by you. If you pay attention, she's still very much involved in your life, even if she's acting like she's not. She's not detached, she's strategic. Some women will go as far as creating situations where they know you'll hear about them. Maybe she starts hanging out with someone you know. Maybe she shows up at a place that's important to you. Maybe she tags someone in a post that connects to something only you would understand. These are her quiet ways of pulling you back in without having to say a word. And here's what makes it powerful. The ball is still in your court. She's waiting for you to respond. If you do, she'll ease up, open up, and welcome the connection. If you don't, she'll slowly start to pull away and eventually convince herself that you've moved on. So the timing matters. If you're seeing her name pop up again and again, not in your inbox but around your space, that's not a coincidence. That's her saying, I'm available if you want to talk. This is where your awareness as a man gets tested. Do you only respond when things are direct and easy? Or can you catch the quiet signals most men ignore? Women speak in nuance, and a woman who's still emotionally tied to you will never fully disappear. She'll stay connected just enough to see if you're still paying attention. That's your moment. That's the green light, hidden under a layer of silence. Respond with confidence, not desperation, and you'll find she's more open than she's letting on. Section 6. She delays moving on. When a woman wants you to reach out, one of the strongest signs is that she doesn't fully move on. She may talk like she's done, she might tell her friends she's over it. But if you pay close attention to her actions, they tell a different story. She's not dating anyone seriously. She's not forming real emotional bonds with new people. She's putting up the appearance of progress, but inside, she's stuck in the same emotional space where you left her. That delay is not weakness, it's hope. And that hope is tied to you. A woman who has truly closed the chapter on you will do it with precision. She'll cut ties, change routines, and emotionally disconnect. But when she's still secretly hoping you'll come back, she delays all of that. She hesitates. She keeps the door cracked just a little, enough for you to walk through if you decide to. She tells herself she needs space or time, but deep down, she's just waiting to see what you do. You'll notice she isn't investing in new men. She may flirt, go on casual dates, or post things to look unbothered, but she won't truly connect. She won't give someone else the parts of her that still belong to you. Her heart is waiting, even if her words say otherwise. This is how women protect their vulnerability, while hoping you take the lead. She's asking a silent question. Is there still a chance? She might even start showing signs of nostalgia, posting old photos, revisiting places you used to go, wearing something you once complimented. These aren't desperate acts, they're subtle cues. She's slowing down her own healing process because part of her still believes in the possibility of you reaching out, and this delay isn't always obvious. Some women are excellent at masking it. They'll act unbothered in public, laugh loudly in pictures, and make it seem like they've moved on. But if she's still watching your stories, still holding on to things that remind her of you, still not committing to anyone new, it's because she hasn't emotionally detached. She's waiting for a sign. She's waiting for you. Even in conversation, she might bring up vague references to the past. She might say, I haven't really found someone that gets me yet. That's not a complaint about dating. It's a soft hint that you still hold that position in her mind. The delay isn't about her not being able to move on. It's about her choosing not to, yet. She's giving herself space just in case you come back. When a woman delays moving on, it's a signal. It means you still matter. But that space she's holding won't stay open forever. If you see the signs and know she's waiting, this is your moment. Step forward before she finally closes that door and learns to stop hoping. Section 7. She leaves the door open. When a woman truly wants you to reach out, she doesn't shut the door completely. She doesn't burn the bridge. She doesn't make it impossible for you to come back. Instead, she leaves room, just enough room, for you to find your way through again. Even if there was a disagreement, distance, or silence between you two, she makes sure you know it's not final. That space she leaves, that's not her moving on. That's her waiting, silently, to see if you have the courage to walk back through it. This can show up in simple ways. She never blocks your number. She doesn't delete your pictures. She doesn't erase the memories you two built. Even when she has every reason to shut you out, she doesn't. She might stop texting, but she's still watching. She might go quiet, but her silence is different. It's not angry. It's not cold. It's cautious. She's guarding herself, but not closing herself off from you. That's the difference you have to recognize. Sometimes she leaves the door open with the words she uses. She might say things like, maybe one day, or I just need time, or right now isn't the best moment. That's not rejection. That's hesitation. That's a woman who's torn between self-protection and wanting to see you step up. She's not ending things. She's pausing them. That's your chance, if you're smart enough to see it. Other times, the door is left open through her body language when you cross paths. She doesn't look at you with disgust. She holds eye contact longer than usual. She smiles slightly, but tries to play it cool. Her posture softens. She gives you a vibe that's not defensive, but curious. That's her saying, "I'm still here, but I'm not coming closer unless you do." She might even send you a random message. Nothing heavy, just something simple. A birthday text. "This reminded me of you" message. Or she might react to one of your posts. These aren't mistakes. These are calculated steps. She's testing the water. She's leaving that emotional door cracked open to see if you'll push it the rest of the way. Because as much as she wants to reconnect, she doesn't want to look like she's chasing you. She wants you to show up like a man and take initiative. Women don't leave that door open forever. The longer you hesitate, the more likely she is to slowly close it and move on. She'll give you time, but not unlimited chances. When she starts emotionally detaching for real, you'll feel the difference. That softness will be gone. That window will shut. So if you notice the door is still open, even just a little, that's not luck. That's intention. She's waiting for one thing, a move from you. If you've been paying attention, the signs are clear. A woman who wants you to reach out won't always say it with words, but her actions will speak loud enough if you know how to read them. She stays close, drops hints, delays moving on, and leaves the door cracked open. Don't waste time second-guessing what she's already shown you. If she's still giving you space to come back in, don't wait until it's gone. Be the man who recognizes the opportunity and acts. Reach out with confidence. Because once she finally closes that door, it may never open again. And remember, if you're serious about mastering the dating game, don't miss out on my exclusive online course. We go beyond what's covered in these videos, giving you powerful insights from the first approach to lasting attraction. It's easy to enroll with a secure payment option. Visit stoicapproachtolife.podia.com or simply click the link in the description to secure your spot. Don't wait until it's too late. Take action now and start transforming your dating life today. I want to especially appreciate you for taking your time to watch till the end of this video. I hope the video helps you improve every aspect of your relationship with women. Until next time, this is Stoic Approach to Life.